Hey, this is Danny, the Butterfly Queen, and I'll watch the shows so that you don't have to, and come back here and review them in 15 minutes. We are on The Circle, Season 6, Episode 11. Like the video. If you enjoy this kind of content, come back and listen to another one. Hop down in the comments, and I'll comment back. Share and invite somebody to listen to it with you. Now, child, let's get to it. We're going to get into it. Shout out to Miss Misha. The Circle. And it's getting good, honey. I'm sure we starting off right where we left off at. In that darn hideaway. With the two titans. And on this side of the ring, we got number one influencer, QT. Self-professed queen of strategy in episode 6. In season 6. On this side, we got the dunzo, Jordan, pretending to be a fat boy to get brownie points and get a sympathy vote. But all he doing is make himself look dumber and dumber. Let's see who wins out. So Jordan's just being a butthole. He's like, I'm not voting for this one. No, I'm not voting for this one. Well, since I'm the super princess, we gonna have to decide that. I didn't think that was a rule. I didn't think they said that. And QT just let me know, no, they did not say that. She said, well, since I'm the one with the blue tick, I'm going to make the decision. She was like, Circle, I would like to leave this chat. QT is at the chat. Flashback to Jordan was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Yeah, she left. Went back to your girl. She was like, mic drop. I'm telling you, I'm going to put who I want out. You're going to go back. I'm going to tell everybody how you acted and what you did. And the next time, we'll send you home. And that's probably how that's going to go. Okay, so, of course, QT blocked Autumn. And it was not a big shock. I mean, even Autumn was like, I knew it. I knew it was going to block me. Okay, and of course, it was like she could go to see one person. And, of course, she went to the bitter Betty himself, Jordan. Well, I mean, he actually was the only person that was really talking to her on that level. So she went to go see Jordan, and like you could tell, like Jordan wasn't really listening to anything he was saying to her. The only thing he was trying to say was, "Oh, those are my real pictures. I lost 100 pounds, whatever." And Miles has been coming at me since the beginning, and QT doesn't like you, and she didn't want to hear anything to say. She just shut me out the chat. Honey, he was bitter, very bitter, and she was bitter, very bitter. And so he was like, he was going to use everything that they talked about to, I guess, turn everything on QT the next day. Honey, Lord, QT. He said that QT made an enemy out of him. So I don't know if she's going to be afraid of the enemy that he thinks he's going to be to her. Because, I mean, listen, don't be crazy. Handle that, But yeah. Okay, so the next morning, newsfeed updates. And, of course, they see the Autumn went home. She left a country message letting them all know I'm exactly who I said I was. And I don't know why y'all didn't like me. And to the person I went to see, I gave you a bunch of ammunition. You better use it. So the whole time while she whining, they're going to each one of the players and hearing them. Because, QT was like, all right, you want to play? Let's, I'm glad we had to let you go. So you had to go. Kyle was just like, dang. First he was like, you a catfish. Then when she came in and wasn't catfish, he was like, I knew you was you. Shut up, Kyle. Then you got old bitter buff. He done wrote out Doomsday on the papers and on his wall. Please send him home next. Then, but you have Lauren. Well, I guess she's still guilty for what she did, how she had thrown dirt on her. So I guess she feels like everything Autumn said on her video was about her. So the whole time she's, I made a mistake. I apologize. I didn't mean to. I'm not a wolf. I didn't know. I didn't mean. Girl, ain't nobody talking about you. She ain't even brought you up. Her main person that she's against is Miles. Okay, the group chat opens after all the insinuations. Now it's time for the real drama to start. They start off with their little niceties. It was so sad Autumn had to leave. It was a hard decision, but it was a decision we had to go through. Of course, Jordan wants to throw his monkey wrench in there and talk junk. Talk about congratulations QT winning the game. And so of course Olivia was like, don't do that. It was hard on everybody. She was like, Brandon was like, who you would have picked if it was you anyway? This fool put QT or Miles. Okay, so now you finna have a whole little Tres Fuego after you. All of them gonna rank you 7. What you gonna do, block me? Do you want to win the game, or are you just here to waste your time? I'm lost. So Lauren, who's still somewhere off in La La Land, she still, no, that's not right, and I don't want you guys fighting over it, and yada yada. My thing is, 1 minute she sounds like she's behind QT, then the next minute I'm going to pick sides, and I think it's between Team Miles and Team Jordan, and I'm going to pick Team Jordan. That's the problem you had the first time, Lauren. Basically picking the wrong side. You picked the wrong side. That's the same thing Steffi did. Pick the wrong side. That same thing you did with Steffi. You picked the wrong side. Then when the person whose side you picked got sent home, you didn't understand why people was treating you funny. Like you didn't just pick the wrong side and went riding for the wrong team. You can do that again. Because Jordan's not even who he said he is. Honey, it's definitely going to put a big rift and divide in the house. My thing is, I don't think Jordan has the numbers that he thinks he has, or the people backing him up that he thinks he has. None of them have really set their alliance to him, but Lauren. Olivia was kind of just like generally, speaking on both of their behalves. And of course, QT, Miles, and Kyle are going to stick together. So I'm pretty sure that Jordan and Lauren are going home by the end of the show. Because, y'all don't have the numbers to do this. You're out on the ledge by yourself. Jordan is not stopping there. He is going to keep private messaging people until he gets everybody on side with him, picking a side and going against Miles and QT. Now, what he's saying is really true. He was saying, like, for instance, he was saying to Kyle that Miles and QT are a team, and Olivia and Miles and QT, Olivia and Lauren, and that he would just come by himself, and they could vote each other first place, and Kyle would have anybody to vote him first place. So Jordan was saying, if you keep me around, I'll be the one to come and vote you first place. And it makes sense what he's saying, but in this game, you have to have alliances, you have to have people that you trust, you have to have people that can put you up where you need to be. But you also can't trust in people who's going to lie and make yourself hard to work with, like he just did. Forget wear your heart on your sleeve. No, you just came in here and just blew up everybody's spot. Even if they were the mean, evil-hearted people that you say that they are, for you to come out like that and put these people's names out, talking about you to send them home, nobody's going to win if they still in the game. Some of the stuff that you're saying, you have to make sure that you have a following behind you that agree with you, that are willing to allow you to speak up. I remember that season with, who was that, Isabella and I can't remember the rest of them, but they had the one guy who spoke up for everybody. And even though he didn't really make a whole lot of sense, and I didn't like the things he was saying, but he was the one who spoke up for everybody. But he had 3 or 4 people behind him that believed like he did wrong, kind of like MAGA supporters. You know what I'm saying? They all rallied behind Trump. Trump couldn't be the idiot he is and say the things that he's saying, get away with the things he gets away with, if he'd have a whole bunch of people backing him up. And that's what Jordan now realizes, is he's going to have to have numbers behind him. And at this point, he doesn't. So he's doing his job, though. He is planting seeds here and there, watering seeds here and there, saying his little piece and going on to the next step. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I guess time will tell whether his seeds are actually growing and actually doing something in what these people already existing plans are. So now we got a new game, Night of Endless Heartbreak. So they're no longer in rotted out relationships, so the circle is throwing some kind of party or something to help them get over being lonely. They throw them a little party with snacks and snuggies and little things to pull their hair back and little plushies. Deucey just took over his loaf of bread plushie. Kyle might as well just get it up because I don't think Deucey's gonna let it go. But it's real cute. Some little slippers and everything to get over their breakup. Isn't it cute? So, thank you, bestie. They get to pick a gift to give to their bestie. They have to go to the door to find out whether or not they got a gift. Olivia got 3 gifts. QT got 2 gifts. Honey, season 6, episode 11, it's giving sus. This is giving sus. Because now it's like, okay, so who did you get gifts from and who did you not get gifts from? Because Miles did not get a gift. Jordan did not get a gift. Like, okay, so now it's like, wait a minute. Lauren didn't get a gift. This is crazy. Now, of course, you know that nothing they do on the circle is by happenstance. So even with this little gift-giving game, they had to write thank you notes. And the thank you notes were going to be on the general chat for everybody to see. So now you got to see who gave gifts, who didn't get gifts, how many gifts you got, and who sent the gift. And immediately it comes to Kyle what Jordan just did to him, because Jordan sent him a gift. Of course, he's going to say thank you in front of everybody. And that basically was exposing the fact that him and Jordan are cool enough for him to be sending him a gift. So, Olivia had the biggest target painted on her back because she got 3 gifts. Miles, QT, and Lauren. So, she immediately was just like, thank you for everybody. Thank you for the love from everybody. I'm sorry to all y'all who didn't get gifts, but this just don't feel right. Of course it don't feel right, girl, because you looking like, I'm going to have to explain why all these folks giving me the gifts, why y'all like me so much. And as soon as they got back on there to the other people, first thing QT said, well, it just looks like a lot of people like you a lot. So I'm going to have to knock you down some. That was that. That was the target that they intent on planting on somebody's back. Honey, the circle be circling. So, pretty sure she'll drop in the ratings now. So, we'll have to have a couple of cutscenes of Brandon crying and turning really red next episode, which is episode 12. Honey, the circle has not ceased to amaze me this season. I have been a avid circle watcher since the beginning, and I don't miss an episode. I don't miss a season, and that ain't stopped me, and that ain't changed. Now, I will admit, season 6 started out slow. The first episode or 2, I was like, okay, maybe I'm not going to recap and review this, but it's picked up now. It's getting really good. So, we in here. This was episode 11, and we got, 1 or 2 more to go? We in there. So, hop down in the comments. Let's talk about it. What do you think? What route do you think QT and Miles should take about the Jordan situation? I personally think QT should have came out guns blazing about how Jordan acted in the hideout. I think that's what she didn't do. Like, she should have immediately got in as soon as the group chat was closed with the newsfeed update. I would immediately put a private chat with Tres Fuego, and we would have talked about the fact that Jordan manned up on me. And I would immediately be like, okay, we're putting this target on his back. We got to get him out of here. First, next ratings, all of us have to commit to rating him 7th. Then I would have told, Olivia, what happened. Not trying to get her on side, but I would at least told her what happened and how you treated me. See, if you can be strategic, but you also have to be manipulative, and you have to be able to state your spot. You have to be able to say the thing. And that's what I feel like she wasn't doing. She just went on, and then by that time, he hadn't said his piece, and, he hadn't shot his shot, and everybody was like, ooh. He said, no, honey, you didn't get a chance to say what you need to say. You should have said it first anyway. But I feel like that you just hop down in the comments and tell me what you think, what you would have done, and what you think she needs to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bring somebody back and watch it and listen to the next video. Talk to you later.